Hey everyone, it's me, Ellen. Um, Everything's been going good. I just wanted to update about my fibromyalgia. I got all my meds in order. This new doctor that I didn't pick but was given because my doctor left, I have talked to her on the phone I think 3 times in the last 2 days, maybe 3 or 4. She's been very nice. It's like over there, the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing. And I needed one of my prescriptions refilled. And they have one of those refill lines like doctor's office had. But they say, oh, it'll take 2 to 3 days. Well, it was going to run out over the weekend. So Meryl called. And the lady just kept saying to her, well, it takes 2 to 3 business days. He's like, you don't understand. It was my pain medication. And he said, she can't go without this, you know. And that's all she kept saying to him. So I called back and I spoke to the nurse. And she's like, oh, the doctor's filling out your prescription now. You can come get it. He can come pick it up. And I'm like, oh, great, you know. So the one lady that was like refusing to even check on it, whereas the doctor was filling it out as I spoke. So that medication, my medication for my stomach, I needed a new prescription because the prescription itself had run out. So she called in that, and the Cymbalta for the, you know, I had gotten that even though they both called me and said it's ready, and I got it the night before. So yeah, so far so good, right? I can't believe it. It's like night and day. I mean, I'm not 100% pain-free. Oh, this is my Adirondack water I showed to you. This is the white grape. Let's see. Yeah, it's got the purple lid and stuff. That is the white grape. It's good. It is. But, what was I going to say? Oh, about this Adirondack water, I was going to tell you guys. I was, I'm reading everything I can get my hands on about, fibromyalgia. I want to, what you can do, certain foods to avoid and whatever. Well, one of them is aspartame. Now, I'm a diabetic. I have type 1 diabetes, so everything I drink is diet. My iced tea, my water, of course, my pop and stuff. I haven't been drinking pop. Oh my gosh, I haven't drank pop in a while because of not feeling well. So, oh my gosh, it's been a while since I had pop. So, I usually drink Diet Canada dry ginger ale. It's the only pop because of my stomach. Everything else sort of bothers my stomach. Now, the other day when I went to have my MRI, Meryl and I stopped at McDonald's and each grabbed a burger, and we split a large Diet Coke. So I had some of that. It wasn't bad. He doesn't get ice in it, so it wasn't bad. It was okay, but just I didn't really drink that much. So, but these don't have aspartame in them. They have the sucralose. Let's see, Adirondack water. They have sucralose. So, yeah, they're okay to drink. This is enhanced with vitamin B3, B6, B12, and ginseng. They all are enhanced with something, all the different flavors. So that's the white grape. But, so my diet tea, I drink the Fuse brand, F-U-Z-E. It's the diet lemon, and it has aspartame and sucralose. So I'm thinking maybe it's got a lower dose of aspartame, and that it would be okay just to drink it once in a while, because I know caffeine's not supposed to be good for people with fibromyalgia either. So yeah, like I said, I've been reading everything I can get my hands on. The doctor has been so nice. I have an appointment with her on Monday. I can't wait. It's the first thing I'm going to do is give her a big hug, because I have waited. Oh, there's Meryl. He's coming in.
What?
I'm making a video. That's Meryl. That's whose voice you're hearing. He calls me Nan. There's his hand waving. Do you need something? No?
No.
Okay. just checking to see if I need anything. So the grandbabies were here today. My oldest daughter came, picked up my youngest daughter and her fiance, and they went and got a new kitten. She's absolutely adorable. She's 8 weeks old. She's completely black, and she has green eyes. Not any other color on her, nowhere, no how, completely black. She started out with 50 kittens, and by the time she got there at, I guess, 11:30, they had 3 left. And why people don't buy black cats, all our cats have been primarily black with some white on them. It's just the kind that we, you know, are attracted to or used to or whatever. I like black cats. One of the first cats I had was all black. He had a little white triangle right here. And so, when I had found out I couldn't have any kids, my husband at the time bought me a kitten. And a month later I was pregnant. So, yeah, the doctor's like, yeah, I'll never have kids, blah, blah, blah. And he's all upset, buys me a kitten, and boom, I end up pregnant. So, and twice. But, so anyway, where was I? Oh, my fibromyalgia. So I have an appointment with her on Monday. Like I said, I'm going to give her a big hug because she said to me, we need to go over your med list and get some things straightened out. I said, you're absolutely right, we do. And by taking this medication for my fibromyalgia, I've realized that there are some of my pains that I thought was associated with my back pain, because I told you I have the 2 spinal surgeries, the one here on my cervical spine and then on my lumbar spine, and I was left with nerve damage, permanent nerve damage, and nerve pain. And I was always in pain, even with my pain medication. I was never free of pain. And I didn't want to take too much pain meds because I had 2 little ones. I didn't want to, you know, I had to drive them here and do this and do that. So I always, you know, made sure I didn't take too much. And then, you know, my dickhead of a doctor there cut my medication in half. He's such a jerk. He's one of those ones where, you know, hug a tree, you'll feel better, whatever, right? Whatever. So, and I have a hard time finding another doctor because I do take a pain medication. So, anyway, so he, by taking this new medication for my fibromyalgia, I realized that some of that pain that I thought was associated with my back wasn't. And, you know, I've had 3 doctors since I've had, you know, this pain and everything, and none of them caught it. You know, none of them picked up on the signs, and it just absolutely kills me. And I go into the emergency room, and it takes him 1 hour, and he consults with 3 other doctors, which is awesome that he does that, because basically that was him saying, let me check with the experts, let me talk to her, you know, other doctors who have treated her, let's find out, you know, let's give this girl an answer, she needs an answer. And yeah, there you go. I mean, it was just, you know, when I woke up yesterday morning, and it was like, okay, I was woken up first of all, which never happens. I'm usually wide awake because I never ever sleep. 45 minutes there, maybe an hour, maybe very rarely 2 hours, very rarely. I have to be completely exhausted, haven't slept for days. But, so yeah, when everybody gets up, my daughter gets up at 4:30 to get ready for work, and I'm awake, you know, she comes in, sees me, whatever. And so, yeah, I was woken up, and then this morning, I was woken up, because I had to go to the bathroom. It was 9:30. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe it. The only thing is that the Cymbalta is suppressing my appetite, which is not good for me because I don't eat very much as it is. And so, like today, I had my favorite chicken noodle soup that I have every day. I have it once a day, every day, and I absolutely love it. And grilled cheese sandwiches are my go-to. Just 1 slice of cheese on it, though. I don't like too much cheese. And Meryl makes the best grilled cheese, and for some reason, that's like my go-to because I have the protein from the cheese. But other than that, it's hard for me to eat like other things. I don't have he made this delicious barbecue chicken, and he makes it nice and tender for me so I can eat it, and he roasted cauliflower, which I love. nope, just couldn't do it. And then late last night I started feeling hungry, but the only thing I wanted was the grilled cheese. So that's basically what I eat most of the time, is the chicken noodle soup and the grilled cheese sandwiches. It's usually what I eat. And which is better than nothing, I guess. Let me think. He's going grocery shopping tomorrow. Yeah, I think he's going tomorrow. And could you hear him sneeze? He's so funny. Oh, God, love him. And I tell you what, oh my God, I love him to pieces. He's handsome. He's muscular. He's got arms of steel. And last night, you know, I took all my regular meds, you know, and I was a little loopy, to say the least, because the way they were coming in from the pharmacy, I sort of took them all around the same time, and I have like 6 different medications that say could cause drowsiness. Well, oh my God. So I had to pee. And so he lifts me up, my legs, nothing, right? So he has to put me back down in the bed. And so he gets, you know, my shorts down, and he literally just picks me right up off the bed, off the floor, right out, and puts me, you know, down on the toilet, because I was like falling over and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so dizzy. So yeah, so then I get back in bed and I go to sleep, and I wake up 9:30, almost had a heart attack. I couldn't believe that I had slept for that long. I can't even tell you the last time. Probably from being in surgery, or, you know, or being all drugged up and whatever in the hospital. But that was, I couldn't believe it. And you wake up and you don't have that. I mean, I would wake up and not move, because I knew as soon as I moved, things were going to hurt. And it would only last for about 15-20 minutes, but in that 15-20 minutes it was like almost like things were normal. So when I woke up and the pain is so greatly reduced, it's almost as if you don't know what to do. It's like, how do I react? It's like you have something for so long, and when it's gone, not that I miss it, but it feels weird without it. It feels really weird. And the doctor gave me this. One time when I was in the hospital, the doctor treated me. I loved her to pieces. I wish she had a private practice, but she doesn't. And her husband has bad knees. And she said he uses this cream that works really well for his knees. And so she wrote me a prescription for it. My insurance wouldn't cover it, which meant that I had to have a prior authorization. And of course, my dickhead of a doctor wouldn't send one in for me. He's such a jerk. I swear the man was more, what's that word they use? He loves for people to be in pain or something, or to cause people pain. I can't remember what the word is, but that's him, and he's a jerk. Anyway, so the emergency room doctor had talked to her. She was one of the doctors he talked to, and she told him about it. And so he prescribed it for me. And of course he can't. So my PCP, she went ahead and sent in the prior authorization. And sure enough, I got this. It's for my knees. It's supposed to work really, really well. But my knees haven't been hurting like they usually do. So I haven't had to use it yet. So we'll see. And then I take a pain, it's like a Tylenol. I'm allergic to acetaminophen, so I take something called meloxicam. And so I took my meloxicam today because my one knee started to ache. And I was like, oh, I didn't take my meloxicam. So I took my dose of meloxicam, and the knee pain went away. So, I mean, I still have the tingly and cold, because here I am with my blanket on. And that's my favorite blankie. I have to get a new one, but I love this one to pieces. You know how that goes. I mean, if you could see my pillowcase, I've had this is called my sleeping pillow. I've had this for 13 years. And yes, I definitely need a new sleeping pillow, a new pillowcase. I mean, the pillowcase the fabric is so thin, it just, you touch it and it rips apart, and I've got holes in it, and I'm trying to move it around so there's a spot with it. Yes, I do need to get a new one, but I have this thing I have to have Egyptian cotton, 100%, you know, a good thread count cotton sheets, or I can't sleep on them. It bothers my skin. And I know they're more expensive and whatnot, but they're not as expensive as they used to be, actually. So this set I actually got at Walmart. I was surprised. And I usually go to Bed Bath & Beyond. And so, yeah, but I like this that I got at Walmart. Like I said, I was surprised that they had it. But anyway, way off subject. Although it may not be, my fibromyalgia might be the reason why over the last, I'd say 10 years, that sheets have really bothered me. So, you know, you never know. So that just might be, you know, why it is. Because when I was younger, it wasn't a problem. So, let's see if this got this. So I told her my daughter got this kitten, right? I don't know what she named it yet because they came up with 500 names. Keeps walking across the keyboard and stuff, and it was so funny. She just loved being up here with me. And the dog came in and he looks and he's like, what in the world, you know, and he's looking. And she came around and she sat here on my shoulder. I was laying down. And she hissed at him. And she's so tiny, when she hissed at him, she was about this big. And, because she did the arch in her back, you know, so her body was like this, and she growled at him, hissed at him, and he just looked, and then he whined real loud. And I was like, oh, he's not scared. I said, he's jealous. He's jealous that this little kitten was on me, because when my daughter's other cat, Raven, when she comes up, oh, she's sleeping over here. When she wants to get away and relax and just sleep, she comes and she lays on the corner of my bed. That's her favorite place to be. So if they can't find her, that's where she is. Plus, Nana's got treats. So, yeah. But, so if Raven's up on the bed and she'll get down, he'll want to get up. Like one day she's laying on my chest and she got down. He wanted to come lay on my chest. Yeah. Excuse me, my allergies are just out of whack. I've been having to use my inhaler and everything. I mean, this must be a bad year for it. I don't know. I haven't been watching TV, but yeah, he usually runs between 90 and 120 pounds, depending on time of the year and how often the kids are here. So when my daughter, like say she's living with us, he'll gain more weight because the kids feed him and feed him and feed him. My youngest granddaughter, Cassie, thinks that that's the greatest thing in the world. She also thinks that if she puts something up to him, he'll take a bite and not the whole thing, which he doesn't understand that. So he ends up taking it, and she turns around and she looks like, you know, because we'll be like, don't give it to him, he'll eat it, he'll eat it. And she says, bite, and puts it up to his mouth and takes the whole thing, right? So, but she loves to give him snacks, his treats, so we have to be careful. He'll eat candy, like one of those peppermint candies. He'll eat one. He doesn't care. He loves those things. He loves peppermint, like candy canes and stuff. He loves those. And he'll eat the paper, but he'll eat the candy. So she dropped one on the floor today, and he picked it up and he ate it, you know. So, but yeah, so my fibromyalgia has, I'm lucky. It's doing well. Like I said, I'm going to try to cut out the aspartame. I'm not drinking coffee anymore. Let me tell you why. Because I only drink caramel macchiato in my coffee. Sometimes the Italian sweet cream, but mostly caramel macchiato. And, oh crap, I forgot to take my stomach medicine before I ate my soup. Anyway, I got 3 different stomach medicines. Oh, don't even get me started. So anyway, with my IBS back full blown, why I don't know, I can't do the caramel macchiato, so I'm not drinking coffee. The caffeine, because of my fibromyalgia, plus caffeine bothers my stomach when my IBS is in full bloom. And so when my IBS is in full bloom, I have to wake up every morning, and one of the first things I have to do is take my medicine. It's a narcotic, sort of, kinda. You don't have to have a new prescription for it. It's 2.5 milligrams. And if you've ever been in the hospital with the flu really bad, and you're throwing up, and you have diarrhea and all that, and they give you, you know, a couple little round white pills to help stop the vomiting and stuff, that's what I take. Because my brand of IBS is only vomiting and diarrhea. And I know that's gross, I'm sorry. I know they have the IBS-D now, but they don't have the vomiting one. And it's very rare to have the vomiting, but that's what I have. So get up in the morning, pop 2 of those. So I don't know if it's because, well, I know my IBS can be worse because of fibromyalgia. A lot of people with fibromyalgia have IBS. A lot of people cannot dairy. I'm lactose intolerant, plus it upsets my IBS, so I'm going to be doing the almond milk, which I like. Now, I don't like the vanilla almond milk. It's too sweet. My granddaughters are both lactose intolerant, and my youngest granddaughter is allergic to soy. So my daughter buys the almond milk, and I taste it. The vanilla, it might be good in coffee or something like that, but since I'm cutting down on the caffeine, I'm not going to be drinking it that way. Like if you put it on cereal, it's wicked sweet, you know. So I like the regular almond milk. I like that. We're going to talk to the doctor about a sun lamp for me because I don't get any vitamin D. And people who live in the state of Maine, where I live, get less sunlight. So rickets is common in children a lot here in Maine. And so a friend of my daughter's got it. So yeah, we're going to look into that because I never go outside. And I don't eat dairy because I'm lactose intolerant, like I said, now with the IBS and everything. I eat the grilled cheese sandwiches with real, I don't use that processed cheese, real American cheese. And as long as I take my stomach medicine, it doesn't really seem to bother me. So far it hasn't. Hopefully it doesn't start to. But like ice cream or milk, milk is the absolute worst. Ice cream is probably second, and so I had to be careful. You know, sometimes I can get it with cottage cheese, sometimes I can't. So I found out that could be related to the fibromyalgia. Even my lymphedema could be worsened by the fibromyalgia. So many things I'm learning, and I'm worried that my youngest daughter might have fibromyalgia, and my sister gets these terrible leg cramps. She has like sometimes she says she doesn't get the leg cramps like she used to, but she gets headaches, and sometimes like her hands shake a little bit and stuff. I told her, just ask your doctor, because you know my aunt has fibromyalgia, so and I know it can be hereditary. You know, when I saw videos, the whole family practically has it, and they don't have a cure, they don't have a cause. One doctor said there's something in your brain that's not right, sending the wrong signals to your nerves. Your muscles contract. So just a bunch of things, and I get these. It's not necessarily a seizure, I don't know what to call it, but like it seems like almost every muscle in my body contracts at the same time, and it's just like, and I can't move, and it's a little hard to breathe, and it's like, and I have to wait for it to go away, and I can relax, but it comes on like somebody will just touch, like Meryl just touch my leg, and everything will contract, and it's the weirdest thing. It just started happening, is it last week or the week before? Yeah. So, but pain-wise, things are definitely, everybody's like, well, you look so much better, you look so much happier. You know, my nurse came in, she's like, oh my god, you look so much better. Like, I feel so much better. So yeah, you know, just wanted to update my update. This is what, day number 3 with the medication, I think. 2 or 3. Yeah, 3. Day number 3 with the medication, and you know, things are still looking good. I had a little bit of ache in my back, but that was from my other back pain. So yeah, I go to the doctor on Monday. We're going to discuss a few things, discuss my meds, see what I have to keep on taking, what I don't have to take, a lower dose of this, or, you know, like they have my blood pressure medicine, and my blood pressure is way low normally anyway, and there's one, I have a fast heartbeat. I have always had it, and one of the medications is for blood pressure, but it's supposed to regulate your heartbeat. The problem is the blood pressure part brings my blood pressure way low, but it was keeping my heartbeat, it was slowing down my heartbeat. So we might be able to get a low dose of that, or maybe even something different altogether. My potassium, they checked my blood work and didn't say anything about my potassium, but I would take my potassium pills. Like I said, they're too big, and I was afraid to get sick from taking them because my stomach has been really leaky. So yeah, just wanted to update you guys. I'll probably update again after I go to the doctor. My appointment's in the afternoon, so I might not update till the next day. Tomorrow is Sponge Bath Day. So I'm looking forward to it, actually, because without all that pain, it'll be so much easier. So yeah, well, I will see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.